What? Hold on. I'm assuming I'm reading this message right. Welcome to Tran wins Dynasty Warriors 9. The message says there is no Dynasty Warriors 9 save data. Okay, that's normal. If you continue, the game will be unable to autosave. That sounds a little weird. Create new save data anyway. Like, I am assuming that that's not as bad as it sounds. But if it says, like, if it said create new save data, question mark, then it'd be fine. But if it, create new save data anyway, it implies that I will still be unable to autosave. I'm gonna say yes. Oh, I have never purchased a season pass for anything, with the exception of it being included in my Shadow of War, like gold edition or whatever it was I bought. It came with a season pass. This is the first time I've gone and picked out, it's like, I want that season pass DLC. I've never bought one before. Alright, I'm looking forward to this game, as you might have been able to guess. There's a couple things I have found out since waiting to play the game. And let's see here. So what I'm going to do is... Oh, I can only get... Okay, I guess the PlayStation 4 allows you to have Chinese voices and so forth. Apparently I'm only limited to English and Japanese voices. Alright. So what we'll do is I plan on maybe playing the intro to Liu Bei, because I don't like Liu Bei. I don't. And I'll explain why as we play him. And I was going to play him in English on easy mode, and then I was going to move on to Wu. Maybe put him in Chinese, and then move on to Wei and pick whichever one I like best. I've heard that the English voice acting is not immersive, to put it lightly. I don't know about how good of my computer is for this game, considering it's an open world Dynasty Warriors game where there's going to be a lot of people on screen at the same time. Now, I have listened to one review that says that there's just a whole lot of nothing in the open world, so that kind of tamed my hype a little bit, I suppose. But I'm still looking forward to the game. I'm going to give it a shot. Have become more interesting when they became open world, as long as the open world has something to do. If it's just a lot of busy work, that's not fun. Like Evil Within 1, I haven't played it, but I've watched people play it. So I was like, oh, that's okay. I saw Evil Within 2, I was like, oh wow, that open world I felt like added a lot of exploration, a lot of customization in the game. This probably Wei is hard, I'll probably set it that way. For Womb, I'll play it on normal. So for Liu Bei, I'm going to play it on easy. For the language, you're going to have Liu Bei speaking in English. Let's go ahead and begin. Alright, I don't know how fast you can switch around, like if I have to complete the entire chapter or I lose my progress. I don't know. But we'll find out. But I want to play about an hour so I can begin editing and upload this right away. And I'll explain about Liu Bei as I'm playing the game, why he's not my favorite character, essentially. Alright. Description on the bottom right. During the end of the later Han, the land was in chaos due to the power struggles that had erupted within the Imperial Court, and the people were suffering as a result. In this period of turmoil, a man by the name of Zhang Jiao who had been leading the way of peace, instigated what would become to be known as the Yellow Turban Rebellion. In response, the Imperial Court established a punitive force and volunteer corps to make efforts to quell the rebellion.
I must realize my ambition to serve the people.
Let's rock. Sure, why not? Alright, if you don't see me flipping back and forth through the game, I just edited out 15 minutes of going back and forth through the option menu. Alright, it seems to move pretty smoothly. As you approach enemies, your weapon will be readied automatically. Attack by pressing X or Y. Jump by pressing A. Now, I'm using a Logitech controller, it doesn't have those icons. When the Musou gauge, yellow, in the lower left screen is full, press B to release a special technique known as a Musou attack. Now, that's the way I've seen people say it's supposed to be. I used to say Musou, so if I say either one, please roll with it. In addition, you can fix your viewpoint on an enemy officer by pressing that button. I'm assuming that's the control stick, because that's what you do in Dynasty Warriors. I mean, Dragon Quest Heroes. That looks the same. Is that his strong attack? I guess it is his strong. I don't know. 2, 3, strong attack. It doesn't seem to be doing much of anything. Some weird auto lock-on thing going on there.
Let's get moving.
Trigger attacks, RB plus those buttons, are attacks in which you can send enemies flying into the air, stun them, or change their status. You can charge such attacks by holding down the button for a certain amount of time to increase their power, allowing you to utterly overwhelm enemies that normally wouldn't even flinch. While holding RB, the types of trigger attacks that can be used, as well as the respective buttons for them, using them will be displayed. Oh, okay, interesting. Whoops, apparently that's not. What? That's not a fell trigger. That was knockdown. Flow attacks are combo attacks that change depending on the enemy's state. Press X after performing one of these attacks to chain together combo attacks. In addition, by combining these with trigger attacks, a variety of combo attacks can be performed. See what the special is, though. I think that's supposed to be the flow attack, wasn't it? Oh no, that's any flow attack. Okay. So, launch with a flow attack. Let's see here. Hold on, without RB. Stun. Reactive attacks are strong attacks that allow you to perform effective techniques according to the situation. For example, you can counter an enemy that has attacked you, break an enemy's guard with guard break, or perform various other attacks based on your situation. I fail. Special attacks, RB and A, are powerful attacks that are unique to each officer. You are invincible while executing a special attack, and elemental attributes are added to the attacks. Note that after executing a special attack, you will have to wait for a certain period of time before executing another. You can use items by pressing up D-pad. To select an item, press right D-pad. In addition, you can configure item settings from equipment under Officer Info on the pause screen.
You are a great fighter.
Sure.
During the end of the later Han, the land was in chaos due to the power struggles that had erupted within the Imperial Court. In addition, repeated natural disasters and poor harvests had aggravated the suffering of the people. In this period of turmoil, a man by the name of Zhang Jiao appeared. He began to teach the way of peace in Ji province and brought help to the common people, winning their hearts almost immediately. Then, in the year 184, he rises up in revolt against the Imperial Court. His yellow turbans rose up in every district across the land. History would later refer to this as the Yellow Turban Rebellion. The Imperial Court unsuccessfully tries to suppress them, but is defeated. The fate of the 400-year-old Han Dynasty is about to be decided.
There are fewer and fewer people these days who come to buy my straw wares from other villages. The turmoil of war is affecting business terribly. It's hard for those of us who live day to day to have any security in our lives.
Liu Bei. He claimed to be an heir of Liu Sheng, the prince of Zhangsheng and descendant of the Western Han Empire. Despite his concern for the plight of the common people, he had little power to save them. Instead, he was forced to weave baskets in his home of Lusang village, doing what he could to make a living.
But I cannot afford to waste time bemoaning my fate. I'd better go and see what I can sell to others in the village.
What's all this commotion about?
The governor is calling for volunteers to fight against the Yellow Turbans, or whatever those ruffians are calling themselves. They're on their way here.
Huh. That's kind of frightening.
The Yellow Turban menace is now threatening even this village. Volunteer troops. Those who would protect the people from the chaos of war. I wonder if they would accept me as one of their number.
Terrible news! The Yellow Turbans are here! They're just outside the village!
What can we do? There's no time to call for help.
Everyone remain calm. All we can do now is fight to protect the village. The Yellow Turbans will not expect us to fight back. We have the element of surprise on our side. It will give us the opportunity to claim victory.
We don't stand a chance against them. We'll just have to give them everything we have and hope they spare our lives.
Why did they have to come to our village? We have to get out of here as soon as we can.
Is no man here prepared to fight with me and defend this village?
Your attitude is to be commended. I will fight with you and teach the Yellow Turbans a lesson they shan't soon forget.
Huh! I was just thinking I'd like to get my hands dirty myself. I'll come with you too.
I have not seen either of your faces around here before, but I am grateful for your bravery. Join me, and we will keep the village safe.
Advance the story by completing your objectives, which are called missions. Your destination or attack target will be indicated with a marker. In addition, you can also check information about missions from mission requests on the pause screen.
The Yellow Turbans bring nothing but violence and fear. We will repel them and protect the peace of the village with our own hands.
From the map, you can check the terrain and available missions for each area. Scroll the map with control stick and zoom in and out by moving R up and down. I assume that's the right stick. I don't know. In addition, you can set your destination to the cursor position or move your destination by pressing X. Actually, I just won. From mission requests, you can check information about available mission and requests. Scrolls will be displayed for key missions. Okay, that's orange. Yellow for normal missions, and teardrops for requests. Sweat drops for requests. There's going to be a lot of pop-ups, by the way, as it gives me every tooltip. So I'm going to flip one more, and hey, here's another tooltip. Or here's another tip menu. From officer info, you can check the abilities of your officers, as well as change equipment or enhance weapons. Change equipment from equipment, and enhance weapons from Reforge. From belongings, you can check information about your weapons, accessories, and more. In addition, you can create items from items if you have the respective required materials. Each officer has a favorite weapon. By equipping a favorite weapon, some trigger attacks and flow attacks become enhanced attacks known as unique attacks. You can check favorite weapons from weapons under belongings on the pause screen. So yeah, it says I've been playing for like 26 minutes, but most of that was actually spent like in the options menu here. Ready bow, huh? By pressing down arrow, you can ready a bow. While in shooting mode, press
Thank
X.
you for your cooperation. My name is Liu Bei. I'm delighted to have two such fine warriors join our cause.
I am known as Guan Yu. I believe our meeting here is some kind of fate. I hope to see more of the boat.
The name's Zhang Fei. I'm pretty handy in a brawl, if I do say so myself. Nice to meet you.
Alright, I was waiting for them to finish talking so I can go into menus here. Options, game settings, no. Sound, here we go. The stamina gauge depletes whenever you perform an evade, a dash, or wall jump, or when you sprint, while your weapon is not drawn. If your stamina has been depleted, you won't be able to perform such actions. What? Wait, hold on. I'm trying to read about sprints here, RB. Okay. But your stamina gauge will gradually be restored as time passes. When riding a horse, if you collide with an enemy while sprinting, your stamina will deplete, and if you lose all your stamina, you will suddenly stop moving.
The world is ours. All you see belongs to us. None can stand in our way now.
Lock on, huh? Probably not while I'm in bow mode. That might not be the button. Yeah, it is the button, okay. Now remember, this is just like easy mode right now.
You really want to get in the way of the yellow turbans? In that case, you'll have to deal with my quick feet and my strong arms.
I can't shoot while on a horse? Really? Really? Come on! I keep hitting the horse button instead.
He only moves forward. But how? I've got to get out of here. Fast!
Those who stand in the way of virtue shall fail. This victory was made possible due to your efforts.
In order to craft items and weapons, you need the materials that are written on scrolls. First, acquire scrolls by completing missions and other tasks. Then collect all of the materials that are written on the scrolls and head to the facility that is appropriate for the type of item that you would like to craft.
All is well, everyone. We have dispatched the evil Yellow Turbans, who threaten the peace of this village.
What? You really managed to beat them?
What'd be the point in lying? Of course we beat them. We beat them good, too. They won't be bothering you for a while.
Yes. And we owe everything to this man who rallied us to fight. Everyone. If you wish to thank anyone, thank Master Liu Bei.
What? That hat seller Liu Bei? He was the one that saved us?
Thank you. Thank you, Liu Bei. I promise I will repay this debt.
No, I only did what any one of you would have done. I cannot accept payment. The greatest joy I could know is to see all of you living in peace without fear of invasion.
Lies.
You hear that, Zhang Fei? In this age of chaos, a time of selfishness and vanity, there's one man who thinks of the happiness of the people above all else.
I've seen a lot of different people in a lot of different places, but I've never seen anyone like him. What's more, he's got the courage and the skill to back it up.
Yes, he is no ordinary man.
Yeah, I got a feeling we've met someone special here today.
You both saw the sign recruiting troops, I take it. Do you intend to join the army of volunteers?
I do not know yet. I can say that I have been greatly moved by what I have seen here today. If it will help to ease the turmoil in this land and bring even the slightest salvation to its people, then it may be worthwhile to join this army.
That's real noble of you. If this army will give me a way of using my fists to pummel some bad guys, then I'm all for it too.
I see. As for myself, I've spent time wandering the land. Just as I was thinking I would like to find some place to settle down, I saw this sign.
We each have differing ambitions, yet we have been drawn to the same place. What say you we all join this volunteer army together?
Sounds good to me. And I've got a feeling I'm gonna get along real well with you two.
I am of the same mind. I would be honored if we could all walk this path together.
But I don't see why there's any need to hurry. Why don't we at least celebrate our meeting with a drink or two?
Yes, why not? I would like to learn more about both of you.
Then we should head for the tavern. We will talk at length there. Really? So you are a descendant of Liu Sheng, king of Zhongshan?
I knew there was something special about you when I saw you drive off the yellow turbans. But I didn't realize you were royalty.
I'm only very distantly related. As you can see, I'm forced to make a living by selling straw mats.
So, how come a humble straw salesman suddenly decided he wanted to save the village? I suppose your royal blood suddenly made itself known, did it?
Perhaps. But more than anything, I just felt myself consumed by an overwhelming desire to protect the ordinary people of this village.
So, rather than your own life, you chose to protect the lives of the people. Now that is true nobility.
You're something, that's for sure. Who would have thought I'd ever meet someone like you? It just goes to show, you never know what life will bring.
For my part, getting to know two such mighty warriors as yourselves is one of the greatest honors of my life. It was amazing to watch you both in action.
I cannot help but feel that our meeting like this is no coincidence, but was dictated by the fates.
Yeah. I mean, it's just too weird that we'd meet like this and get on so well.
I have a proposal. I suggest that we swear an oath today to become sworn brothers.
Hey, that sounds great. I'm in. I reckon the three of us could do great things together.
Sworn brothers? With you? Are you sure one such as myself is worthy of such a singular honor?
Indeed, if we are to be sworn brothers, then you are the only possible choice as the eldest and leader of our brotherhood. Isn't that right, little brother?
What? So I'm the youngest, am I?
Now that that's settled, we should find a more suitable place to swear our oath. Do you know of anywhere more appropriate?
How about the peach garden in the village? At this time of year, the flowers are in bloom, and it is a magnificent sight. But it's strange, isn't it? We just met, and now we're exchanging oaths of brotherhood.
Some things in life are just about a meeting of hearts. Some people might call it fate. Some would call it a bond between people. Isn't that so, Zhang Fei of Yan?
Call me Fei. We're gonna be brothers, so let's not be so formal, huh, brother?
You know what? I think he has a point.
Well then, let's have a drink!
We three are brothers bound by righteous purpose, though born at different times.
We ask to die. The same year, in the same month, on the same day.
We go forward with compassion for all.
Yeah!
Now they're blood brothers, and we know how we feel about blood brothers, don't we? Complete missions to advance the story as well as earn rewards. Sometimes completing a mission will affect other related missions, so when you feel that your current mission is too difficult, leave the battlefield and attempt to complete a different mission. Achievement unlocked, graduation day. Alright, so it all sounds well and good, you know. Oh, let's fight for peace and stuff. But he fails to live up to his ideals. And I don't mean like, you know, I don't mean like he just doesn't accomplish it. I mean like he doesn't walk that path. He talks it, but he doesn't walk it. With upgrade, you can use your upgrade points to raise the abilities of officers. You can freely distribute the points to the abilities you want to upgrade. Note that you will receive upgrade points when you level up. So I can level up health, Musou, stamina, attack, no, power, toughness, speed, and bow skill. Well, you really like to run away, so I'm just gonna give you speed, Liu Bei. You can run away all day long. Achievement unlocked, new allies. You could have just played them together, but alright.
You there.
I was waiting for the rest of the dialogue. I didn't even read it. I was waiting for him to talk. Is this the blacksmith? I don't know. I don't think it is. It might be.
I bought straw sandals made by Lord Liu Bei, just by chance, but they feel so good. They changed my life. Seriously. I can walk fast, work fast, run from bandits fast. Lord Liu Bei is amazing making such shoes. I'm completely his fan now.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with Lord Liu Bei forever. I felt destiny in those straw shoes. I won't turn my back on him now, no matter what.
I guess we found out the secret to Liu Bei's running away. Must be the shoes. It's like there's a commercial just on the edge right there, just waiting to be born.
Hey, get on in here.
You can buy and sell weapons, gems, and accessories at blacksmiths. Equip weapons from officer info on the pause screen. If you have scrolls and materials, you can also have weapons created with craft. Does it require scrolls, 3 scrolls, and then the materials? No, it doesn't. Okay. Muso, plus 1 second with lightning elemental. Surprise attack damage plus 14, huh? Don't quite understand all of that. But alright. Gems are required to upgrade in order to upgrade weapons. By equipping gems to weapons, effects will be added to trigger attacks and reactive attacks. You can equip or remove gems from your weapons at a blacksmith, or from Reforge under office info on the pause screen.
It can cut through anything.
Welcome.
You can buy and sell items at shops. Before a battle, make sure to purchase restorative items. If you have scrolls and materials, you can also have items created with craft. Restores a small amount of your health.
Do please come again.
Okay, now let's check out this, oh, that's a mission. Okay, let me think. So let's try switching characters and see what happens. What happens if I resume? Okay, resumes that dude, okay. I wasn't sure if I would be allowed to continue the story, but pick a different character or something like that.
I must realize my ambition to serve the people.
The blade in service of honor.
At last, I get a chance to crack some heads.
Let's be the God of War. So I want to see what happens when I switch to him. Like, do I start all over or what? Do I get to keep my scrolls, my items? I mean, what goes on? It's nice to know.
During the end of the later Han,
I'm assuming we've seen this.
the land was in chaos due to the power struggles that had erupted within the Imperial Court. In addition, repeated natural disasters and poor harvests had aggravated the suffering of the people. In this period,
I have allowed the fates to dictate the path I wander, and this is where they have led me. I cannot afford to wander aimlessly any longer.
Guan Yu. He was a man of extraordinary strength who valued the concept of justice above all else. However, he was forced to flee his hometown after slaying a powerful nobleman who committed acts of violence against the people. He wandered the land in exile, continually searching for a master worthy of his service.
I may not be able to find a great leader to whom I can dedicate my life and blade, but I must soon find someone with whom I can train and reach new heights.
What's all this commotion about?
The governor is calling for volunteers to fight against the Yellow Turbans, or whatever those ruffians are calling themselves. They're on their way here.
I'm just curious to see if Guan Yu
That's kind of
speaks up instead.
Volunteers to fight against the Yellow Turbans. I am confident in my own physical abilities, but I have never trained as a soldier. Perhaps it might be interesting to join this force.
What can we do? There's no time called. Everyone remain calm. All we can do now is fight to protect the village. The Turtles will not expect us to fight back. We have the surprise on our side. It will give us the opportunity to claim victory. We don't stand a chance against them. We'll just have to get everything we have. Hope they spare our lives. Why do we have to our village? We have to get out of here as soon as we can. He's no man here prepared to fight with me in this village.
Your attitude is to be I will fight with you and teach the Yellow Turbans a lesson they shall soon forget. I was just thinking I could get my hands dirty myself. I'll come true.
I've not seen either of your faces around here before, but I'm grateful for your bravery. Join me, and we'll keep the village safe. The Yellow Turbans bring nothing but violence and fear. We will repel them and protect the peace of the village with our own hands.
Tremble before me!
I thank you for your cooperation. My name is Liu Bei. I'm delighted to have two such fine warriors join our cause.
I am known as Guan Yu. I believe our meeting here is some kind of fate. I hope to see more both.
The name's Zhang Fei. I'm pretty handy in a brawl, if I do say so myself. Nice to meet you. Hey.
Alright, now the dialogue is on, I can start slaughtering these guys.
Tremble before me.
All you see belongs to us. None can stand in our way now.
You really want to get in the way of the Yellow Turbans? In that case, you'll have to deal with my quick feet and my strong arms. Incredible! I never knew anyone could be this strong. I'm gonna go train some more. Next time we meet, I hope you'll take me as your disciple.
I claim another victory in the name of my brother. I will always follow the path of honor.
To create weapons or items, materials are required. When you've collected all of the materials, inscribe it on a scroll. Try crafting an item at the appropriate facility in the city. In addition, you can also create some items from items under belongings on the pause screen. So if this is the same dialogue, we'll skip it.
Well, everyone. We have dispatched the evil Yellow Turbans, who threaten the peace.
You both saw the sign recruiting troops, I take it. Do you intend to join the army of volunteers?
I do not know yet. I can say that I have been greatly moved by what I have seen here today. If it will help to ease the turmoil in this land and bring even the slightest salvation to its people, then it may be worthwhile to join this army.
Alright, so other people will probably just play Liu Bei all the way through. Since to give myself something different, I'm gonna be Guan Yu. Actually, I don't like his skills as much. Well, let's see if this.
It's strange, isn't it?
No, we've seen that for sure. Like, I know I saw the scene, but I didn't know if dialogue would be different based because this is Guan Yu. How do I set my stats? Do I have to wait to a tutorial or what?
I bought straw.
Hey, get on in here. Come again?
Here we go. Alright, so Zhang Fei, I'll probably give him defense, toughness. I mean, Guan Yu, I'm gonna give him lots of attack or power. I mean, it's gonna be horribly unbalanced, but that's okay. It's a learning experience, and out of the 3 clans, again, I'm not really fond of the Shu clan. Ah, so yes, it does carry over. So anything I create on one dude, it gets to be put on another. Ha! Alright. There's no weapon switching, though.
Please, take this.
Nah, I think let's see, how far is this place? Trying to figure out how to navigate. Is it right next to me? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Is actually talk to him? Alright, before I do that, let's go ahead and save my footage, and then we'll be right back.